Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Pelontle Marumo and thank you so much for joining me. It's been a very long minute, but we are back. We are ready to give you guys content, and yeah. So as you guys can see by the title, I'm gonna be trying out the Foxy Eye makeup look. This is like the modeling kind of look whereby you just get your own plastic surgery. You just lift up your eyes and lift up everything. So this video is gonna be a voiceover. I'm not gonna be talking through it, but it's gonna be a voiceover. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy this has been trending, but obviously I'm late for the trend. But anyway, I'm just gonna try it because I want to try it, so I'm gonna do it, and I'm doing it. Yeah, so please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post, because you do not want to miss anything, baby, you know. So yeah, and share to your friends and everybody else. Thank you so much. See you guys in my next video. You all know we need a primer. We always prime. I'm gonna be using my favorite from Essence, and I'll just link everything down below on the description box. Actually just write them down. I'm not gonna be giving you guys links to the products. And I'm just gonna brush up my brows with a spoolie brush, and then I'm gonna use this Yardley powder just to reduce the oil from my brows, because obviously I have oily skin. Also, I've been using my moisturizers. So then I'm going to use this pomade. You all know about this pomade. If you don't know, please check out my brow video on how I compared brows and pencils and pomades. So yeah, so with this you need to use a technique of, just because aim is to lift up your brows and lift up your eyes, right? So you need to go a little bit more higher than you would actually go when you do your normal brows. So you don't even need to like have a very round or very precise arch, or whatever that thing is. So you're just gonna be making sure that you go a little bit straighter than you would normally go, right? Yeah, so this is just me showing y'all what I mean. That's my lame sign language. But anyway, I tried. So I'm going to go in with two concealers. This one is the light one, and this one is the dark one. Both of them are from L'Oreal. This is the More Than Concealer More Than Conceal concealers. But like I said, I'll just write everything down in the description bar so y'all can check them out. Yeah, so on the outer part I'll use the light one, and then on the inner part I'll use the dark one, and then I'll use the light one to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow. And yeah, and then just set with the same powder that I was using earlier on. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this palette I got from Discam. It is the brand Beauty Treats. It's affordable. It is very pigmented. You guys must check them out. I love the pigmentation and everything about it. The colors also, if you are more of a natural color person, then this palette is definitely for you. So the technique here that I'm using is just to flick out the product and not to really use a lot of force. You need it to be very light on the outer V. So the inner you go, the darker you will go, but when you go out, you go on a very, very light hand. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here, and I'll keep going on with product because I want to build it up and not really to apply a lot of it, because I want this shade to be very, very light because it's my transitioning shade. And then I'll go in with that more orange. It's actually a burnt out orange, or burnt out brown rather. Yeah, they don't have names, so please excuse my colorblind self. So yeah, you go in with that one and then just blend out even more. The inner you go, remember, you apply more product, but when you go out, make sure your brush has little to no color at all. As I was applying, I remembered that there's a technique you guys can use, the nose technique, or you can use the tape technique. But I sort of really know how and where I want my product to go. You just want to keep it a very angular thing going on. So I know that, so that technique you guys can use. And now I'll go in with a very smaller brush and apply the dark brown, and I'll just be deepening the colors that I've already applied. So remember, like I said, the outer you go, the less product it should be. You ain't really pick yourself. Let me walk you straight through. Damn right, 'cause I believe with everything. I wouldn't fuck him and he won't stop chasing. And we can dance all day around it if you find. This next shade that I'm gonna go in with looks white, but is actually yellow. This I'm gonna use on all over my eye, but I was using it to also fix things, not to really apply on the lid. I was fixing if the browns got onto my eyelid, because I wanted that part of my eye to be actually very plain, not to have anything. I would have just stayed with just using the powder that I set my eye with, but because the product was sort of getting there, I had to use that shade. You don't have to do this if you are very careful and product doesn't go onto your lid. And I was also using it to keep my outer V very light, so that's another thing you could use the yellow shade for. You see the fat that I just pointed at? That's the hooded part of my eye. I feel like the hooded eyes are the most sexiest eyes. Don't let them fool y'all, please. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, you want the product to be sort of up here, and that part is the same as when you are cutting your crease as a hooded eye girl. You need to cut your crease where the crease is. You need to cut it above the crease just so it appears, because the crease is sort of a fold, and it's sort of the fat that folds. So if it's under, then the crease is not gonna show. So you need to be above it. That's what I'm doing here. I just made sure that the color is above the crease, just so it pops. And yeah, but keep blending it out. Make sure everything is seamless and nicely blended, and you are good to go. So now I'm gonna go in with this foundation. I love this foundation. It is from NYX. The first time I used it, I felt like it was too yellow. It says it's golden honey. The shade is golden honey, but I felt like it is more green than golden. So I don't know how I felt about it, but today I sort of winged it, and I liked how everything was showing and how everything melted together. So I'm gonna use this concealers that I've been using throughout this video, and I really love I really love these concealers. They are super full coverage, okay? And I just love them, guys. Look at how nicely they blend out, but they dry up super quickly. So you need to be very fast, and blend everything super fast. But I really love them. And I used 2 shades again, just so the darker one helps blend out the lighter one. I don't know, I just find that very cute and very easy to blend when you blend out your concealers. Now, just to blend everything out, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just blend everything out. Now I'm gonna set it with my Yardley powder, look up and make sure there's no creasing under my eye. And then I remembered that I didn't set my brows, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I have this pimple on my brow, and oh my gosh, it's not cute. I'm gonna contour with my foundation from MAC. It's a darker one. I'll just link the shade down below and just blend it out. When you blend this out, remember you want to lift things up, so go a little bit higher than you would normally go with your products. So I'm gonna go and just don't drag the product down onto your cheekbones. Just let it just sit there up, and as you guys can see. And now, because I went a little bit down, I'm gonna set under it just to sort of give it a little bit bake. I don't really bake, but yeah, to correct things, I always bake. Like you can see on my nose, I wanted to snatch that nose. And now to contour, I'm gonna contour with the NYX contour palette. I love this. I'm gonna use that lighter shade just to contour, and make sure you don't go down. Don't drag the product down because you wanna lift your face. Okay? Okay. To highlight, I'm gonna use this highlighting palette that I got. Y'all know, let's see, Papa, let's see. I got from that other place. Same as your contour product, you want your highlight to go higher than you would normally go. Now I'm blending out my nose, and make sure my nose ends where I wanted to end, and make sure that, yeah, that's what I wanted to explain. And now I'm having a moment. And now I'm gonna use this blush. I love this blush. I got it at Discam, and it's more cherry than pink. And now I'm gonna go higher than I would normally go with it too, and just make sure it meets with everything. And now I'm just gonna take a clean brush and make sure I blend out everything. Now I'm gonna focus on my lower lash line, and using a black eyeshadow, I'm just gonna make sure that my waterline and lash line meets with my upper lash line, and just blend everything out. I'm using the same colors that I used on my upper lash line, and just to make sure everything blends out. Now I'm gonna do my lips. Well, I didn't show that because I was hiding you guys with the mirror, so yeah. And then blend out using my finger. You can use a brush for this. I just use a finger. And I'm gonna go in with this NYX product. Yo guys, you guys must invest in NYX liquid lingerie lipsticks because they are amazing. They are amazing. You guys must try them out. This is not an ad. This is not an ad. It is not sponsored. So I'm giving you a really honest opinion. They are amazing. And I'm gonna go back in with this pomade. Remember, I use a black pomade for my brows. This is the same pomade. And I'm gonna use it because I didn't want a liquid liner, because liquid liners are more precise and more harsh, if that makes sense. So I wanted it to blend with my eyeshadow colors. So that's why I used a pomade. And now this is the tricky part. Just have control. That's why I used the pomade actually, because I wanted to even have more control over the product. So just make sure you follow your eyeball. If you feel like it is less, trust me, it is actually more. So don't keep going in because you will mess up the whole thing. Just know that you have done enough. If you feel like you have less, trust me, you've done more than you think you've done. So just to make sure that you don't mess up anything, little is more with this thing. So just make sure you follow your eye shape. And yeah, make sure there is nothing on your inner corner but the black liner on your waterline. Use lashes that are fuller on the outside and thinner on the inside. Please let me know in the comment section if you want me to show you guys how to do a winged liner, because this video is definitely not it. With this look, I didn't do a wing liner because my wing was nicely clean, and I don't want to mess it up with a wing liner, especially using a liquid, because I wanted this to be more, yeah, I feel like you guys understand. And then I'm just gonna go in with my spray, and then I'm gonna again buff out my face using that clean brush. And now I'm just gonna add more highlight on my nose. Okay, I didn't highlight my nose, so I remembered to highlight my nose. Yeah, and I'm gonna do that, and then we're done, guys. Oh my gosh, clip on your, oh my gosh, I'm having a moment again. I had a lot of these moments in this video. And then yeah, clip on my lashes, and I remembered I need mascara, so I applied more mascara on my lower lash. Make sure like there's nothing on your inner part of your lashes, inner part of your eye. Another moment, I was ready to get done with this look because it was coming up nicely, you know. So I was feeling myself. And this is the finished product, guys. Remember to make sure that you comment if you want me to do a wing liner tutorial, and I'll do that for you guys. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.